tell me about your students, their backgrounds and the challenges they face.
So this class has 27 children, and most of them though are from double income families. They are from lower middle class backgrounds. So mostly a parent is either the mother is either a homemaker or a domestic help, and the father is more of say probably an electrician, a cobbler, or a carpenter. Very few parents actually work in an office, but even if they do, they are at a very office boy or housekeeping level. That's the background from where they're coming from. They all live in and around the area, and most of them are first generation learners. Though I'm in the second year of my fellowship, it still was a very big shock for me because my expectations from a private school were very different from that of a government school. Last year I taught in a corporation school, so I was aware of the gap even before I went in. The expectations met with what I saw, but when I came into the school, the gap was so much more in my head, simply because I expected these kids to be in a better position. When I compare them to even though it's a private school, it's a low income private school, and when I compare them to the wealthiest students in India, they were nowhere close. I honestly hope that after 25 years, at least I hope that most of my children have finished their college education and are doing something that they love and are financially independent and making choices for themselves. That's my vision for them. I honestly hope that after 25 years, at least I hope that most of my children have finished their college education and are doing something that they love and are financially independent and making choices for themselves. That's my vision for them. One of the main areas I have been focusing on is academic achievement, and which I think is really, really important, simply because that is the only way the playing field will finally get leveled for my children when they are at par with children from other schools, achieving the same in public exams, so that they get the admissions into the best colleges in India. Yeah, so like I was saying, they're like so many small victories, because when I came in, these children didn't understand English, let alone speak English, and today I see them talking to the principal in English, even though she speaks to them in Tamil. They reply back only in English. And I think just the level of ambition has gone up.
And what do you think makes a great teacher?
I think a great teacher is someone who has a very clear vision for where her children ought to be and plans to work towards that vision. Why I do what I do is, when I came in the first year of my fellowship, why I did things was because I was appalled at the level of inequity. I just feel like if I'm not doing enough, there is clearly a problem. Like earlier, I honestly did not have so much of that because what was at stake was not that large. I was into marketing and sales, and it was about selling X number of tons of biscuits or whatever. But here, what's at stake if I don't improve myself is somebody else's life. Before Teach for India, I was in a FMCG organization where result focus was completely the only thing that was there, and people focus was fairly limited. And so I was very, very aggressive when I came into Teach for India, and for me it was about, even when it came to bridging education inequity, I was very aggressive about it, and I was like, I have to bridge the education inequity come what may. And while I still stand behind the vision with the same level of passion, I have definitely become more people focused simply because I'm working with the kids now, and I've realized that they are after all children. So after the fellowship, I plan to pursue my graduate studies. I plan to pursue a master's in the area of education, gender and international development. I see myself working in the area of bridging gender inequity through education in India. And I think it's very key to Teach for India's mission. I see my jigsaw piece very clearly.